Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. In today's world, we are witnessing a profound transformation in the way that women express themselves, particularly in the vast canvas of social media. It's a subject that touches on empowerment, self expression, and the complex interplay between individual choices and societal expectations. Now, this digital realm has given us newfound freedom, a platform in which to shape our narratives and redefine the boundaries of what it means to be a woman in the 21st century. But with this freedom comes a paradox, a double edged sword, if you will, that we must navigate with grace and resilience. We've witnessed a surge in the sharing of sexually explicit images, some, some as a form of self empowerment and self love, and yet, just beneath the surface, there's often a layer of insecurity, the perpetual quest for validation. We find ourselves caught between the embrace of newfound confidence and the harsh judgment of a scrutinizing world. So, as we delve deeper into the ever evolving phenomenon, we must remember that there is no one size fits all answer. It's a multi dimensional tapestry of emotions, motivations, and repercussions. We must approach this topic with empathy, understanding, and with open dialogue. So that's exactly what we intend to do right here and right now on The Awakening.
Hey man, the Charlie Daniels band back in the 80s, they made this jam about the devil coming down to Georgia. When it came down to Texas too, check it. The devil came down to Texas. He was looking for
Hi, welcome to The Awakening. I'm Kevin Shaw,
And I'm Keith Robinson.
and today's topic is something that is very sincere and meaningful to us. And we wanted to say something from the heart before we delve into this topic.
And it's simply in this age that we're in, the age of Aquarius, the age of truth, the era of truth. And so we'll be dealing with truths, but also we want to realize that we need to also be the truth. And we'll get into those truths when we return after these messages. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Keith, Marvel Knot Network. I just wanted to put another bug in your ear on The Awakening. The Awakening is not just a show that I want y'all to tune into. The Awakening is a movement. The Awakening is a consciousness. It's a raising of the consciousness. We will talk men, we'll talk women, we'll talk children, we'll talk the world. But the main thing we want you to do is talk. So tune in to The Awakening and we'll share and we'll have a dialogue. We'll talk because that is the first step in being better. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Everybody says that. Why am I saying it? Because if you like, share, and subscribe, you will be taking us into the realm of each one, teach one. I'm Keith Robinson on the Marvel Knot Network.
Welcome back. So, before we left, we talked about looking at, as we alluded to in the monologue, how women are viewed in society today through lenses of social media. I will tell you, as a man of my age, I'm 53 years old, and I've lived through some times and seen things that they have progressed to get where they are currently. And this is something that touched my heart and touched me, not only because it was women, but I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a man as well, but women particularly because how I view women. And I think this time that we had a discussion, and so we're going to go in and have a discussion of what we're going to do with empathy. We're going to do it with sympathy, understanding, and as we say now, understanding.
Understanding.
So,
Yes.
Keith, let's get your take on it first.
You said your view on women. So I'm going to start there because that's important. Your view, your perspective, which gives you your thought of woman.
Yes.
So on this journey that we've been on, I've learned a lot. I had some feelings about some things, and I've got some confirmations. In particular, the woman, the water, the life. As I've alluded to, if you've seen any other episodes, you've seen me say, well, wait a minute. I question how we more superior or up above who carried us, who suckled us, nurtured us. So I've always questioned that. And I'm saying that to say, woman, you are everything. You procreate. We only create. You have the ultimate power, the ultimate say so. You're the first teacher we get in this life when we come through the matrix.
Yes.
Your water breaks because you are water. You're the life. I learned that you don't have to do what we do and go out and do, create. You are creation. So all you have to do is be, and you'll get everything you want in this world. Now I'm talking about this because I've learned that it was usurped.
Yes.
The woman feminine principle was taken and then substituted with a patriarch, which you see
Exchanged.
an exchange.
Yes.
Now the power was never not used. It was just usurped for someone's favor. Now, I want to get back to the water, though, because you can tell where the usurp happened. Now, water is a currency, a bank, water banks. Everything is you. So I want to give that little context because I want to discuss you. You, woman, are me. Without you, there is no me. I know you look into some religions and everything, and women are in subservient roles and everything, and that's by design. Because this very woman principle that I talk about is the very thing that's missing from most of the men.
Right.
It's why we can't forgive. It's why we fight to the death. Why we're narcissistic, etc., etc. So I would just like to acknowledge you, but even more, I want you to acknowledge your power. And I'm going to give it to you, Kevin, on that power, because I really want you to touch on the effects of the woman principle being usurped or removed when you look at the women. When you called me and said, man, we need to talk about this.
Yes.
So I want to give it to you on that.
Because you have to understand, understand, as we say now, or overstand. And a principle of overstanding is what you just saw. Like, we came in with the premise of what we have seen women do on social media, but now you have an understanding of why we look at things the way we do when it comes to women. You have to understand that you are our mothers. You have to understand that you are our sisters, our aunts, our nieces. All of you are someone and kin to someone that is a male. So understand this first and foremost. How you come across is very important. How you deliver is very important. What you mean to a society is very important. I don't know how to stress it even more than that. But that power, as Keith was saying earlier, is very real. And you don't most times even know the power that you have. There's plenty of men have said it. Plenty of men have wrote songs about it. Plenty of men have said slogans about it. Mm-hmm. But it comes to a point where, do you know a man? Do you believe it when we say what we love about you and care so much about? Do you believe us? Mm. Do you know better than us how we feel about you? So, not to bash or do anything of that nature, I just want you to understand, like, this is something that we thought about a lot, is very passionate about, and we want to start having an awareness brought upon each and every one of us in this subject matter. So, where should we start? We should start with understanding of yourself as an individual.
So let's give some examples. Y'all tell me how many have heard this. I don't need no man. I can do this by myself. Now, not only do you think that, but you perpetuate that to the little ones. Oh, how to keep my kids out of my business. You may think that. Kids are visual creatures. And they learn way more about what they see, or in this case, what they don't see. But watch this. There's always something called a balance. Because as soon as you say, I don't need no man, when that little half man get by 7 or 8, you be like, come and get him. I can't do nothing with him. And that's real. Real energy.
Or it may become a son.
Uh-huh. You the man of the house now. Now, you said you didn't need one. But we do. Just like we need you. It's the balance. From what I've learned, it's not the male. It's the doer, the knowledge, the building. He knows everything, but he had to have the balance. The woman principle, or Isis, as she was called later on. See, even thousands and thousands of many millennia ago, they knew that both were needed. And see, that's where I'm back to the basis, because the very knowledge I'm talking about right now was taken from us. Hence the reason a lot of people don't know. A lot of the women don't know. Why do I feel the way I feel? Right. It's social engineering. Section 8. Oh, you can get it, but you can't have no what in the house.
So that leads us to what? The awakening. Because it's time. You know, and it takes somebody bold to stand out and say it's time for the change. It takes a willingness, a sacrifice, drive to step out and say it is time for these things to change. And so where do we start?
I'm glad you asked. A lot of the times, if not every time, the hardest part about doing anything is getting started, right? So you said how? Well, most of the time, it's not about what you need to start doing. Most of the time, if not all the time, it's about what you need to stop doing. I saw this sign. It said, stop telling men to start fighting more for their kids' rights. And then somebody needs to ask, well, why do they have to fight to see their kid in the first place? See, that's the kind of stuff.
Bumper sticker.
Yeah.
One side of the bumper and the other side.
Yeah. Because again, who has the power? Let's talk about, let's take it out. Let's just put it in relative terms. When I'm trying to date you, I don't have any power. You actually have so much power, my beautiful woman. You make us think we're doing something. When you know in the first 5 minutes when you talk to that gentleman, if you're going to give him the time of day. That's power. That's power. Hey, hon, we're going to get a house. I'm going to take care of the cat outside. You take her to inside. See, now I want you to turn this house into a home. That's power.
But let me tell you something about that power. There is such thing as abusive power.
Drunk on power.
There is such thing as not even realizing you have the power. Right? And so, but in any context,
Yeah.
what happens when you abuse power?
Chaos.
Chaos ensues. Destruction. The opposite of harmony. The opposite of peace. The opposite of what everyone says they want.
The opposite. And you have all the power. And so that's why we thought it pertinent, it important. The next episode we do was going to be on this, the woman principle, the power that lies within. This power has been taken to social media, and its power is bouncing its butt. Every woman you see now, it's a picture of them, and you see the back of them before you see the front of them. Oh yes, you're endowed. But what else? What else do...
You know what I was thinking about? Like the principle of Christmas. Right? How would it change if like no longer are the presents wrapped?
Right.
You just see it all the time, right? You know what you get before you even open it up. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Right? There is no more surprise.
Right.
What do you think happens?
It gets mundane. It gets...
So then you got to take it to the what? The
Right.
next level. You got to outdo what you was doing before. Now it's a competition. We're competing to see who's going to outdo further than the next person before, and you're ruining yourself in the process.
Here's a real life example. Lingerie and house shoes at Walmart.
Come on.
For real, for real. That's where we at.
And like I said, you got to understand from the knowledge that has been gained, the type of society where we really came from was based on you. So now it's not that we're trying to bash or do anything of that nature. This show is called The Awakening for a reason. It's to awaken.
I'm going to say this, and I wasn't, but I am. I ain't going to say no names, but I'm going to say this. The first one to be in the position that they're in, with the potential to be the first at the next level. Are y'all with me yet? Stay with me if you're not. Invited someone while they're on campaign. Are you with me yet? And brought someone up that's very popular with a lot of influence. And this person with all of this influence and this other person with more influence that's going to be possibly the highest level of any woman, let alone black woman, brought this person up during campaign time in an election year, and this person twerked. That's what we at? That's what the power being used for? And I said it. And I said it because I don't like it. I was embarrassed because I know the power is being used, but what is it being used for? Send all the mad comments to Key. Don't send the mad comments to Kevin. Don't send those mad comments to the network if you're mad. But I'm hoping that it doesn't make you mad. I'm hoping that it does what? Awaken something.
Awaken. So we give a service here. That's what we're about.
No doubt.
That's what the Marvin Eye Network is about.
No doubt.
That's what the shows on the Marvin Eye Network is about.
No doubt.
That's why our tagline says what? Real people,
Real shows, real results.
So we have something real for you in store. You ready?
I'm ready.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you Schaefer's singing
Exodus.
Right here, 2020. For all the Most High's chosen people, The Exodus is here. White lights, black heads, hands up, shot dead. Loud cries, steady chase. Rubber bullets, pierce eyes. Make way, horses ride. In the time, no deny. Exodus, remnant us. Make way for the Exodus. Brothers and sisters, we gotta make mention. We chosen people, no wonder the tension. All you won't make it, you must understand. Follow my heart, the wonders of man. 2020 is clear, my vision is here. Blow my trumpet is near, Black Moses is here. I read the prophet won't say it. This place is in ruins, you know that means dead. Written for me and others to see. Not just for read, but more so to be. Not to be had, nothing like that. Instructions so clear, but follow so sad. Only we hear the call, we chosen not all. We wanted so long, 400 then some. Had peace about it, my mind is on him. A problem come in, or did they sin?
Get back to work, girl.
One these days, I's gonna be free. We all are. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I pray and I pray.
You think you was gonna be free, girl? Huh? You think God gonna save some monkey slave like yourself, huh, girl?
He heard those slaves in Egypt. He sent Moses, didn't he?
Till Moses get here, Pharaoh gonna crack that whip, just like they're gonna keep y'all in line.
Be vigilant, pray and prepare. Be vigilant, pray and prepare.
Heavenly Father, rivers of living water, flow through me. Help me to cross. See me through.
It's time to ride, it's time to ride, it's time to ride. Listen up, make way, horses ride. In the time, no deny. Exodus, remnant us. Make way for the Exodus. Make way, horses ride. In the time, no deny. Exodus, remnant us. Make way for the Exodus. Stretched out, hands up. Party seas, rock trucks. Dry land, safe now. Promised land, Kemet land. Make way, horses ride. In the time, no deny. Exodus, remnant us. Make way for the Exodus. It's time to go. This land is not our home. The divine is calling. Will you answer? Be vigilant, pray, prepare. The Exodus is here.
Children, I come back today to tell you a story of the long, dark way.
Welcome back to The Awakening. What an awesome performance once again by the lovely group, the lovely couple, the lovely family, the Safers.
The Exodus. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a migration too, right?
Absolutely.
We're talking about the power of this universe to take its power and use what it's intended for. An exodus, if you will, a migration back to power. Your power, not the power that they said is yours. That very power is the power. Again, don't get me on indoctrination. This is Sankofa. Women, take back what's yours. You are the water. Your water breaks. We are birthed through the canal, the matrix. You did that, not us. Hence I'm going to tell you something, men. How are men deciding what a woman does with their body
Wow.
and their baby?
Wow.
That goes back to who we think we are. We came out of them. And I got a little upset because I'm upset. I need somebody to answer that for me. Send in your comments and let me know, why are men deciding on women's bodies? Again, it's a usurp. They have taken your power and now they are using your power against you, against us. Who is us? The one race.
One race.
There's one race.
And if you haven't caught on by now, it's time for that too. It's time for that awakening to take place as well. Stop looking at all the distractions and all the differences. We know they're out there. We know they rear their heads up. We know that. But how does that get changed?
With us, with you. Remember, making a change, making a new start isn't necessarily what you need to do. Sometimes it's what we need to stop doing. If they ask me, Keith, well, what do you want to stop? I want to stop men from thinking we're superior over women. Because if I feel I'm a certain thing and somebody says I'm not, I'm going to have a problem too. So I get it. I get it, women. But at the same time, it takes this conversation.
Yes.
And then we'll move to the next. Because I'm willing, what we're saying is this. We want to move out the way so we can get blessed with the residue of you being in your rightful place. It's called order.
Rest.
Together.
Now, let me say one more thing on the one race. We're going to ask all of you out there that are watching this for something as simple as a video clip of yourself with your own cell phone saying, one race. If you believe in one race, please send that in to us. I would love to make a collage of everyone that sends that in to show the world that we can make things happen, that we can do things, that we can do them together
As one
one
race.
race.
Not only O-N-E race, but W-O-N. We've already think we've won the race for one race. We believe that it's already built and we just have to walk to it. So let's walk.
Let's walk together.
And let's be one race. That'll never happen until everyone is in their rightful place. Everything is amok. Everything is perverted. Everything is upside down. That's because the woman principle has been removed.
So what we want you to do, examine self, inside, and then outside. Think about those things to do and those things to take away. And when you're searching and you're in your search, make sure your search is true. It is easy for us to lie to ourselves. It's time for the truth. Because the truth does what?
Sets you free, makes you free.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Keith.
You've been watching
The
The
Awakening.
Awakening.